Hello everyone, welcome back to General Messier 12, and today what we do is we're going to parallel the box plot and dot plots. So parallel box plots, which is parallel box plots, are obtained by constructing the individual box plot for each distribution and then positioning, which is common scales. And parallel dot plots, which is constructing the individual dot plots at each distribution and positioning the common scales. So what we do is we're gonna comparing about the box. For example, the question like the Secondary College, we have year 7 end of year exams, and we have four different classes, and they all have 20 students. Um, so what we do is we're gonna display the parallel box. I want you guys now can pause and put this one into your list and spare sheet to your CAS calculator, like what I did here. So what we do is we're gonna comparing the whole box, so A and B and C and D. So we have four different classes. And once we have the classes, and then we can actually comparing. So now what we do is I want you guys to put all the data in, give you guys maybe like 5 or 6 minutes. You guys feel free to pause and then do it by yourself. But I'm already done, so what I do is I'm gonna keep continuous, and then you guys can keep listening. So what we do is once we have that, and I'm gonna press Control Document, which is we're gonna add data statistics. So this is all the data we have, which is for A. So first thing first, I'm gonna try to put A data in. Hard to press. Put A data in. And then what we do is I go menu, plot tab, box plot. That's normally nice and looks a little bit like a negatively skewed. And then, but that's okay. Um, But now lots of people asking me how to put comparing the box plot. So here it comes. So many. So we can in the number two is called plug paradise. I can't remember properties. Yes, plug properties. Add x variable. So because we're gonna add horizontally, so what we do is we're gonna add them to b. So once you add A and B, now you can say we have two different data sets. Clearly, you can say B is pretty good than A class. The the minimum is 60, but look, the A is 40, and then maximum is 90, and the maximum is 97, and the median is like 77.5, and it's 63. So we can say B is pretty much like an A's class. And because we have four different classes, so what we do is we're gonna add in the plug property again. So add the variable C. So here you go, the C coming as well. So you can choose the color. So click that one color, you can change to the different color. So like I don't know, you can choose like yellow if I say A and B and C. Um, so I have A and B and C now. So now we have to add more, so which is menu property, add another one, which is D. So now we have colorful A and B and C and D difference. Uh, that means your box plot is wider. That means like you had more people. We know it's all 20 peoples. So that means like it's more like symmetric, and that was more positive scores, and this one is like negative scores. This one looks like negative as well, but this one is like symmetric. So what we do is I'm gonna screenshot that as my solution. So A and B and C and D. So as my box plot. So we're gonna put here Control V. So now we have that. So they also asking the summaries about the distributions. So now what we do is we can just come to the new page. So we're going to control dot, add calculator, menu, statistics, stats calculation. Maybe we see two variable. We see maybe two variable stats per each. So say A and B and press OK. Oh wait, this is mismatched. Okay, maybe I just do one variable instead. So that's easy. We do a. So that's the a variable. So we say class A. So class A we have mean is like 62.95. 62.5. And IQR we can say Q3 minus Q1 is looks like 21.5 actually. Media is 63. So not too bad. Screenshot that again. So that's my another question. Perfect. So let's say class A. So class A. Control B. Ignore that. Ignore that for a second. So we keep going. Yep. Okay, we have plenty of base. And class of B. So what I need is I'm gonna highlight what I need. So we add mean, we need standard deviation, we need minimum, we need Q1, Q3. That's what we need, the data. All right, going to now we're going to Q class of B. So which is I'm gonna stats one variable, okay, and B. So now you have question. This might be. Is that maybe? Yeah. Yep, that's my B title. Perfect. And that's all I need. Screenshot it. Perfect. You can clearly see what's the difference and from class of B. So compare those two. You can say mean is much better. Standard deviation is much lower, which is like standard deviation of the difference. And minimum Q1, Q3. So that's like 28. So that's different. Media is 77 as well. Okay, now we keep going. Now we say class of C. So of C. So what we have is we're gonna put in again stats variable C. You know what? I'm gonna do D as well just in case we run out of time. So just do individually. That's much better. So we have C. Yeah, C titles. So screenshot C Q3 perfect and class of C. That's class of C and class of D. So what we have is yep. So class of D. Perfect. All right. So that's all we have. Now we just highlighted what we need, and then 60A, 64. Ooh, I think A is not the best class. Maybe. Let's see how we go. Maybe. I'm just saying maybe. And 16. So, all right. Q1, Q3, Q1, Q3 media. So yeah, so if I say B is best class, C second, D is third, and A is fourth. So now this is how you conclusion your answer. So class 7B is the highest media marks, which range of distribution is only set at 37. The lowest rank is in 7A60. So we notice the media 7A is like 61.5. So 50% students are received less than 61%, which is like not good enough. The mean about half of 7A scores are less than the lowest score in 7B. So which is like, yeah, clearly you can say um, this is the 50, this is the lowest score for B. Um, Nearly half of them is like lower than 7B, the lowest score. The range of mark in 7A was like same as the 7D. So range of marks of 7A is similar with the 7D, which is the highest score 90, lowest score is 40. However, the media for 7D is 65. But for A is 61 points, so it's a similar range. More the people in 7D are higher mark than 7A, which is like um that's why. And then 7D is like top score was higher than the 7C. So media score was like 7C is 69.5, higher than the 7D. So like 25% of score in 7D was less than the lowest score in 7C. Um, so in summary, 7B is the best, following 7C and 7D, and finally 7A. So which is exactly what I said before. Um, so this is how you analyzing and how you doing with CAS calculator. I will show you another question later, and then hopefully that all makes sense. And I'll see you guys next time.